All right, y'all, welcome back to your daily dose. I'm your host, Alize, and this is a daily dose where you already know we stay doing the most. Definitely give this video a like, y'all. I really feel like y'all definitely gonna hit town. So I definitely want to let y'all know that I will be dropping videos on Wednesdays and Thursdays, so 2 days out of the week. I will be dropping videos, so be on the lookout for Wednesday and Thursday. Those are my off days. Tuesday, I like to rest and stuff like that. I might drop a video on Tuesday, depending on what I'm doing that day, because I do get off work and sometimes I do work overtime. So I'll just let y'all know. But in the meantime, videos will be uploading every Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Definitely gonna start being more consistent when posting and stuff like that. I have my moments. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. This video is called Reconnecting with Your Higher Self. Okay, so I like to think of your higher self is not, and the reason I'm gonna say this is because I focus so much on telling y'all that your higher self and becoming a new version of who you are, basically creating a new identity for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I want to be real with y'all. I actually watched a video a couple of weeks before, and I don't really think it's about overall becoming a new version of who you are, but rather reconnecting with the version that you had disconnected from, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, how we can, at one point we could follow God, we believe in God, we worship God, and then when something tragic happens in our lives, we stray away. So I feel like that's basically what that is. It's similar to you straying away from your higher self, because really, if you really think about it, the things that you want, the things that you look for in life, you don't have to look for your higher self. You don't have to look for God. You don't have to look for the answers. The answers are already within who you are. So you have to really go deep within yourself, and it's different ways of being able to, connect with your higher self. And I'm going to tell y'all some examples, as well as read off some examples off the internet as well. So that way y'all are, catching up, you know what I'm saying? Because, this is, I was inspired to talk about this because I feel like I want to go more deep into like spirituality and things of that nature, because I'm making new changes. I just made some new changes yesterday. It wasn't overall like something big, but normally I'm ordering fast food and stuff like that. Instead of ordering a really beefy burger, I decided to order a turkey burger. I still got the fries. Yeah. They're like, what change is that? But no. Seriously though, it's not a huge change, but it's something different, because it was turkey, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that meat, that real beef, you know what I'm saying? That red meat, baby. And when I got hungry or I wanted a snack, I had some apples and peanut butter. Okay, don't judge me, leave me alone. But basically, we gonna go ahead and get into it. So what is your higher self? Your higher self is the wise being within you. It has all your positive characteristics and all of your higher qualities. The higher self understands you completely. So your higher self, to me, is more of a higher state of consciousness. Your higher self is more aware of the things that are around you, aware of things that you normally might not be aware of on an everyday basis. Could be your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, things of that nature. But your higher self is also a confident version of who you are. And confidence doesn't necessarily mean that you have to look in the mirror and say, I'm a bad bitch. That's not what confidence is. Confidence is really knowing, like, when you make a decision, you trust in that decision. You know for a fact that I trust within myself. Confidence is having trust within who you are. And that's something that your higher self truly has, is trust, is knowing that the things that you want to create, the things that you want to bring into your life and, want to experience, your higher self is telling you, I'm here. So really, the different ways of being able to connect with your higher self is many ways. It's definitely, number one is connect with nature, going outside, being able to be more grounded with nature, even if that's going outside and giving a tree a hug. Now, I know y'all might think that's kind of weird, and some people might be like, what? But psychologically, it's been proven statistically that if you give a tree a hug, let's actually look it up. I believe it's if you hug a tree, it makes you feel better or something like that. Hold on, let's look it up. Hell yeah. Oh, see? Okay. So I didn't, get in deep into it, but people hug trees. They report feeling calmer, relaxed, and those who do not has reported that hugging trees has been shown to increase the levels of hormone oxytocin, which is the hormone responsible for emotional bonding, feelings, and well-being. So, okay. So yes, it makes you feel better. It makes you look at things from a different standpoint. And people might think like, what is you talking about? No, but when you go outside and you actually get grounded and connect with nature, you're connecting with your higher self, because your higher self is nature. Your higher self is awareness. Your higher self is consciousness. Okay? Your higher self, I'm gonna be real with you, it has no identity. We'll talk about that later. We gonna talk about that later. Also, another way to connect with your higher self is through meditation. The practice of sitting still, focusing on breathing, and allowing your mind to detach from thought allows you to hear your higher self. Now, I want to stop here and I want to get more connected with when it comes to meditation, because I was doing meditation earlier, like practicing mindful meditation, and I had realized that while I was practicing mindful meditation, I had these different thoughts that kept coming in. And I seen these thoughts. Now, I seen them, but I didn't allow the thoughts to, take over. Like, I didn't allow it to disturb me while I was meditating. I saw it, and then I just, was like, okay, it's there. Because a lot of people forget, when you're meditating, you're going to have thoughts. The whole purpose of meditation is to calm yourself and focus on your breathing. Okay, so you focus on your breathing. You breathe in 3 times, breathe in deep, then you exhale. Breathe in deep, hold it, exhale. Breathe in, hold it, exhale. And the purpose is to focus on your breathing. Meditation is not something that you want to say, because you want to master meditation. You definitely do, but you don't want to sit here and put yourself in a position of saying, I can't meditate. I hear so many people saying, I can't meditate, or I don't know how to meditate. Meditation is not something that's hard. It's actually quite simple. You're going to have thoughts. There's going to be certain feelings and emotions that are going to pop up while you're meditating. But it's sorry about that. But you want to be mindful that when these thoughts, these emotions, things of that nature pop up in your mind, or you start to feel certain things, you become aware of these things, but you don't attach yourself to it. The whole point is to detach yourself from your mind. Okay. You want to detach yourself from your mind, because you are not your mind. You're not your thoughts. And you're not your feelings and emotions. Now, I know you guys might be like, what you talking about? But I got this actually from Eckhart Tolle with The Power of Now, when he was talking about how through meditation, all the senses you feel. Wait, hold on. Oh, learn to disidentify from your mind. Okay. Your mind is an instrument, a tool. It's there to be used for a specific time. So how when we get anxiety, how when we start to overthink things, because I overthink a lot of things. So I totally understand what you guys are going through. I can, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know you, but I can say that I get why people overthink, because at that moment, we're allowing our thoughts to take over our mind, and our feelings and our thoughts and emotions. It starts to play a role. And then when we start to overthink these things, and these certain things that we think about, we start to manifest those things into our reality. So the whole purpose is to disidentify yourself from your mind, okay? Because your mind, I want to say now, I might be wrong when I say this, but your mind is not, no, actually, no, this is right. Your mind is not a part of your body, okay? Your mind and your body go different ways. Now, the reason it's not a part of your body is because you don't want to identify yourself with your thoughts. You don't want to identify yourself with emotions. You don't want to identify yourself with your feelings. The things that you feel and the things that you are thinking of are from past experiences that you have already you are reliving in your own subconscious. So you want to be mindful to be able to separate yourself from that and actually learn to, not always use your thoughts. You don't have to use your mind. Just stay present. There we go. I was getting to it. You want to remain fully conscious and aware. You want to be able to remain present, which is in the now. Okay. So another way of also being able to reconnect with your higher self is also through journaling. So you want to definitely, even if you had a dream, whatever your thoughts at that moment, however your day is, you want to be able to actually talk about things that you've experienced, whether it was that day, whether it was an hour ago, whether it was in your past. Journaling allows you to write those feelings, write those emotions down and the thoughts that you've been having, to allow yourself to release those emotions out onto paper. Because when you write, you start to notice that you start to become more free. Just like when you meditate, you start to notice that you start to become more free. Okay. And the more you journal, the more you are going to get more connected with your higher self, because you're going to be able to have a better understanding of who you actually are. Because it's not about you finding yourself. You're not finding yourself. You're not finding anything. You're reconnecting with your natural roots. You're reconnecting with the higher power of consciousness. You are reconnecting with God. This is what this is about. Letting go. You want to be able to let go of past mistakes, past faults, past experiences. I was having a conversation and I told a friend of mine, you can never completely let go of the past. And I was wrong for that, because it's not true. You can let go of the past if you allow yourself to let go. If you allow yourself to purge, you purge those feelings, you purge those emotions. Yes, you feel that way. Yes, this happened. This is something you cannot change. But that does not mean that you have to relive that experience again. Or that doesn't mean that your child has to relive that experience. Or you know what I'm saying? You don't have to put yourself in that same situation, or you don't have to be afraid that, okay, I'm gonna get hurt again. I was hurt before. No, you don't have to do that. That's why the power of letting go is allowing yourself to release all that negative energy, release all those negative thoughts and feelings and emotions, release the baggage that no longer serves you, release those things in order to bring peace that is within thee. Okay, core values. Now, going on to core values, because I don't know what that means. You guys might be like, what the fuck, Alice? Oh, okay, there we go. So principles, priorities that guide organizations and actions. Okay, represent the foundational commitments and deeply. Okay, never mind. I take that back. So I do know what core beliefs is. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a minute. But you know how you forget stuff and then you're just like, yeah. So anyway, your core beliefs. Okay, so those deep beliefs that you have, you want to be able to bring them to the front of the mind and become aware. How Neville would say, bring them to the forefront of the mind's eye. Like through, and this is going to all coexist with manifestation, because when you're manifesting, those deep core beliefs that you feel of not being able to obtain the things that you want in your reality are coming from those negative emotions, are coming from deep within the subconscious that that you have not worked on, that you have decided to ignore. Okay. So we want to be able to bring that to the forefront of our consciousness, not to dwell, but to become aware, to write these things down, to be able to ask ourselves, why is it that I feel this way? Why is it that I think I am not good enough? Why is it that I do not have the confidence, or which is the trust within myself, that when I make a decision or something that I want, I don't believe that I can have it? What are the things that are holding me back? Okay. So the deep core beliefs, that's definitely another way that you can also connect with your higher self. And like I said, the last one is manifestation. Manifestation is very powerful. It is a spiritual journey. Your higher self manifests. Your higher self is the creator. Your higher self is your consciousness, and you are pure consciousness. That is who you are. You are not a part of the negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you have. That is not who you identify yourself to be. And don't continuously put yourself as an identity. Just see yourself as I am, which is God. See yourself as being your higher self. Disconnect yourself from the pain body and allow yourself to see that what you are seeking has already been found from deep within. But you have to awaken yourself. You have to reconnect with that deep part of who you are. And this is the way that you connect with your higher self. So when we talk about reconnecting, the ways that I decided to reconnect was the same ways I decided to reconnect with my inner child, was different ways of, like whether it was watching cartoons, whether it was coloring, going outside in nature and doing things. And when I was doing these things, I was in a very toxic environment during that time. And me being in that toxic environment, and they say, which is very true, the environment can also affect your everyday habits, the environment that you live in, or you surround yourself around. People that you surround yourself around can definitely affect your life in a positive way or in a negative way. So during that time, I was around certain individuals that weren't on that same level as me, or trying to get to that level. And I'm not saying I was better than them, but I noticed that a lot of my toxic traits and things that I used to do started to come forth, and I started to reenact on those things because of the environment that I was in. And it wasn't people that was bringing the best out of me. It was more so of people that was bringing the worst out of me. Okay, so that's why it's important to be careful who you surround yourself around, especially when you're trying to reconnect with your higher self, spiritually speaking. So when you're on a spiritual journey, there are going to be, and this is the thing, the spiritual journey gets very ugly. I don't want to sit here and tell you guys that a spiritual journey is all cakes, pies, and cookies. No, this is not a fairy tale. Your spiritual journey is you're going to see things. And this is the part where people say you need to focus on the bad things, like you need to focus on your bad qualities in order to no. When you focus so much on the bad, you dwell in the bad. That's not what we're trying to do. Yes, I have bad qualities. I am aware of those things. I change them, but that doesn't mean to dwell on them. That doesn't mean to focus on it and constantly say, I procrastinated, I did this, I lied, I cheated, I slapped a bitch. Whatever the case may be, you have to really allow yourself to just not dwell on these things. Okay, your higher self does not dwell on past experiences. Your higher self does not focus on past experiences, because your higher self is of the now, which is living in the present moment, which is pure consciousness, which is aware of the things that are around thee, which is aware of the things that surround the earth. Your higher self is God. Your higher self is not even an actual identity. Okay, and you can do this through higher self meditations, being able to allow yourself to release that energy, because the whole point of being able to reconnect with your higher self, you want to transform your life. Now, going back into when I said you want to transform and change into a new you, you're not changing into a new you. You're reconnecting with your true roots. You're reconnecting with who you were before you decided to identify and allow other people's thoughts and opinions and allow your past to dictate your future and allow the things that you have witnessed or the things that people have put you through as a setback. You are reconnecting with your powerful self, okay? And understand that throughout this journey, it is going to be difficult. You are going to want to relapse and go back into who you're going to go back into who you thought you were. But in actuality, you're not. And I'm going to get into this. People will try to use certain terms to identify you. People will say that, oh, because you did this, this is who you are. And if you know that you are no longer making those same mistakes, no one can condemn you for anything except of your past because they don't know who you are today. Okay? You have to be willing to forgive yourself. You have to be willing to allow yourself to feel the pain. Okay? You're not running away, but you're allowing yourself to feel the pain. You feel these things that hurt you. If you have to cry, cry. Crying is a form of healing. Crying helps you to release negative energy, and it's true. Okay? So it's okay to cry. It's okay to scream. It's okay to feel like, damn, I understand. Okay, this is what happened. This happened. I went through this. I had this bad relationship, or my mom and dad, they wasn't there for me, or I went through physical abuse, or I went through sexual abuse, whatever you had gone, or even, for example, if you've gone through a situation where you've become paralyzed, things of that nature. Reconnect with your higher self. Your higher self has all the answers. You must remember that you are not a part of this body. Stop identifying with the physicality of who you are. That is not who you are. You are consciousness. You are God. Okay. So we must remember that. And sometimes it takes time to actually be able to connect with the deeper soul, the deeper you, the deeper me, the deeper us. Okay. And you ask your spirit guides, you ask for guidance. You're not asking Joe, you not asking Lucille, you not asking Lucy and Thomas James. You not asking people. You are looking within you, because you no longer need to search. You no longer need to search for the things that you want. You need to come back within thyself in order to create balance that will project out into the universe, that will actually give back to you the things that you want and to experience and see, rather than actually allowing the things of the judgment of others, the naysayers, the people who aren't even connected spiritually with whom they can actually be, because a lot of people cannot go down this journey. This journey is not for the weak. This journey is not for those who are constantly going to keep blaming others. This journey is like therapy. You have to do the work, and until you do the work, you will continue to create the things that thou does not want to create. I'm sorry, I'm not a preacher. Just get into character, bro. But no, that thee does not want to create. Is it thy or thee or they? They do not want to create. We're going to use they. We're going to use that. Okay, we're going to use that. But anyway, this is not, that's why all of this is just a beautiful manifesto. Okay, it's definitely one of those. So I also had to also, when you are talking to your higher self, when you start to speak to your higher self, we'll then go into another video about that. I will then be posting another video tomorrow on signs your higher self is talking to you, and going deep within understanding these signs and being able to, be aware of them, because these are things that you definitely do want to pay attention to. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You could like, comment, subscribe. If you subscribe, you subscribe. If you don't, I really don't give a damn. But I'm just putting these videos out here because I want people to understand and really know that they are all beautiful. We are all, beautiful, and we are all gods and goddesses, and we can create the things that we want in our realities. We just have to allow ourselves to let go and actually come back into who we actually were. We were born creators, okay? We were all born to create, and all you need to do is go back within your roots. I love y'all. Peace.